Right. Good morning, everybody. My name's Tom Slater. I'm from igus. Well, first of all, thank you for taking your time out to come and sit down to listen to what I've got to say. Hopefully, you'll take something from it, and maybe we'll see this sort of the module connect used in your companies in the future. But I just wanted to start off little sort of brief description of igus, who we are, what we do. So we are a German company and we manufacture motion plastics. So linear slides, dynamic cable, energy chains, robotics, etc. A very vast product catalogue. One thing that we do every year, we like to innovate, whether it's new products. This year and sort of going back into last year, we looked at virtual reality. So we have spaces now where you can go in, virtual headset, and you can go inside an oil rig from Northampton. You can go inside a CNC machine, and you can really start to see the dynamics of how these machines work, where our products could be used, energy chains, cables, bearings, etc. So lots of products, lots of innovation. As I mentioned, the virtualities, apps where you can take pictures of machines, which tell you exactly where our products could be used. It's a fantastic tool, actually. I use it on site quite often, and it always blows people's minds how you can take a picture of a machine and it'll tell you exactly what energy chain will be used inside. So we started in 1964 by this gentleman here. It's a guy called Gunter Blas, and he created this part here, which went inside a car. I can't remember which car, but his slogan he said to the manufacturer at the time was, "Give me your problem and I'll solve it." And that has stuck through 60 years now. We're trying to solve problems. Customers come to us with their problems, and we try and help them solve it. If it's with energy chains, bearings, if we can help you, we will. As I mentioned earlier, we've got a very vast product catalogue, which also helps us sell into multiple sort of industries. Pharmaceuticals, offshore, medical, agricultural, everywhere. Solar energy. It doesn't really matter what industry you're in. There will be cables, there will be energy chains, you'll have some moving parts. We will be able to help you. So it's all manufactured in Northampton, all these ready cables, which is what I'll be talking about. So that's a photo there of our semi-automated assembly line. We've had that 4 or 5 years now, and it's fantastic getting customers in, coming to igus to see that in action. If anybody does want to come to igus and see this and see more of what we do, please come over to our stand. We're in this building, and we'll arrange a date for you to come, and we'll show you everything from goods in through our production and goods out, just to show you exactly what we do, just to give you an idea of how we can help you. So what I'm actually here to talk about is this product on the right hand side there called Module Connect. So we manufacture our own cables, which I'm sure some of you will know, some of you may not know, but we manufacture our own dynamic cables. We also moved into production with ready cables. You can see there in the middle, something similar to that. So we build these in Northampton. You'd have seen these on your machines everywhere. The product on the right-hand side is a product called Module Connect. It's this thing here. It's nothing fancy. We've not changed the world. We've not reinvented the wheel. All we've done is create, alongside Harting, because they are a fantastic connector manufacturer, this interface which allows us to connect multiple inserts into one space. You will have seen something similar like before, the hand B, hand C housings. This one's plastic, and it allows you to connect them together to create any shape you need. So it doesn't matter how many services you have, you can connect them all in through Module Connect. So this is what it is. This is what I was explaining about earlier. Here you can see there is 10 Module Connects there, all clicked together. It's one assembly. When the customer buys that from us, it's one part number. And through 10 connectors there, that's 40 inserts. So that space there is replacing 40 cables. If you have a look, you can see there's 4 or 5 screws around it. So there's 40 cables there being assembled into your machine with 4 screws. It's a massive time saver, especially if you're looking at the lean manufacturing and your production times. This saves an absolute boatload of time. So the cable on the left there was in a woodwork shop in Austria, and that photo on the right is for a company in Germany. But they bought straight into it. They saw the values of what we could offer, bought Modular Connect, replaced all of their housings. It looks neater, really happy. So it consolidates multiple services into one space. Your power cables, your control cables I've got here, feedback, encoders, datas, fiber optics, pneumatics. It puts it all into one space. I'm sure everybody has seen these all over their machine. Sometimes they look fantastic and they're neat. Sometimes they're an absolute mess. What we're trying to do is tidy that up. As I mentioned, we're working with Hartin. Everybody knows Hartin. We went with them for a reason. As far as we're concerned, they're one of the best in the world. And using this Modular Connect, it's got the standard inserts, the standard crimps that you'd have seen before. Here, your power housings, up to 70 square mil for the single cores, up to 6 square mil for the multi-cores. Your inserts for control cables, your feedbacks, etc. You can see there, up to 17, we do 20 ways. And that 20 ways is very important for the reason being, there's a screened tab on the back. So you can actually screen each insert individually. It's not to the housing. So whereas you're saying we're treating it as 4 separate cables, that's how it's treated in here. So there's no overall housing. Each insert can be tabbed individually, which is a massive benefit to the customer if you're trying to keep your cables separate. We have multiple inserts for data cables. So you'd see on site, your D-subs, USBs, Firewire. I mean, that is an older technology now, but it does still exist. And as I mentioned earlier, your fiber optics. There aren't any roadblocks with Modular Connect. Everything can go through. The benefits of this, of what we're trying to do and why we tried to design this, was to reduce the number of terminations on your machine. If you do production timing, it's costly, labor's expensive. The increased number of terminations on your machine, there can be increased mistakes. If something goes wrong, you need to find out where you're going. It can be a bit of a pain. So it reduces build time, and on the flip side, it reduces downtime at your customer's site, especially if you're an OEM and you're shipping to somewhere. Fault finding on a customer's site is really important. If something goes wrong, which things do go wrong, things break, reducing the downtime, unplug everything, plug everything back in. We can fault find on the dodgy assembly. It's a massive benefit and something that your customers will also enjoy. Using any application with multiple services, it doesn't matter if it's 3, 4, 8, 10, 12. I've got some photos of some jobs that we've been working on. You saw them earlier. There's no limits to it. We can terminate straight into control panel with our bulkhead housing. This changed the game for us because that means now you can design Modular Connect into your control cabinet straight in. And it's somewhere where we've had lots of success over the last 18 months. You can see there, that is a control panel that we built up for the Mac show last year. There's 6 Modular Connects connected there, 24 inserts, 4 screws. It's literally 10 seconds, you're in. Screw the connectors in, it's 24 inserts there. How long would that take on site? 24 cables, even when they're clean, no oil, at waist height. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We're saving 10, 15 minutes every time. If you're building multiple machines every week, we're saving you 10 minutes per machine, 10 minutes per machine. They can integrate directly into our readychains. I've got this sample here. So we can either connect it with our strain relief, or you can see on the left-hand side there, or the right-hand side, back to front, we have a bracket which connects it straight into our readychains, which means there's no loose cable lying around. It's added cable protection, extra layers. and you don't need to waste meters and meters of cable. We can put the modular connect right there. So a quick video just to explain it. So this is from a customer who we did a marketing activity with. So I'll just see if this plays. So there is no sound. As being a German company, they absolutely love their techno. And I didn't think it was appropriate, to be honest. So this is a company called Boxmat. And what you can see here is they have integrated that into the actual structure of their machine. So they've made their machine modular straight into the legs, which means they can just unplug and plug in connectors straight. There you go, look. Straight through the legs of the machine. So it's not just external, we can go internal. I think that is a fantastic sort of use of the products. They designed that themselves. Yeah, I mean, the innovation there, it's brilliant to see. So that is essentially what it is. It makes your machines modular, helps you build them quicker, saves time on your customer site. It's playing again. And what we have here are just some photos from OEMs across the world. So these are built in our German factory. So you can see there, 9 modular connects in the top one. It looks really neat. It takes away all that sort of mess of cable, the mess of connectors. It's one assembly. And you can see some larger chains there. That's for a customer, I think, going to Brazil. Some modular connector ready chains, straight into the chain. The customer buys it then. That is a complete plug and play system. So that is a very brief description of what it was. I could dive very deep into it. We could talk about lots of things, but I just wanted to give a brief overview of what Modular Connect is, what it does, how it can help. If there are any questions, please come and see us on our stand. We're in this room. We're just over there on that far side. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope that what I've done is explain this enough that you can take that back to your company and go, actually, we've got a product here. We think we can use this. So thank you for listening.